EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Winston. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing Jones. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Harris returning. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Again, Kamara. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Steps away to his left. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 85 yards. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 47. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Kamara. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones throwing on first down. He's got Mason complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there, because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross. 78 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston now.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. Sheds off the tackle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes this will use a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
36 yards on the play. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 29, Jones, he'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the move to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off-play action. Jones. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Winston. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Winston to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here's Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on second and long. Jones flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.